So hi everybody, this is a video just going through the couple of data options that you have when you're running a Pathfinder Remastered campaign. So I've just loaded up a non-legacy campaign. Here you can see it doesn't have legacy in the chat announcement. I'm just kind of going through the setup that I'd be going through at the beginning of a campaign. And you have options to just open modules, Pathfinder 2 core rulebooks, so they're the rulebooks, the player core, the GM core for Remastered. There's Pathfinder 2 ORC license, there's the legacy rulebooks, all of the core rulebooks, Secrets of Magic, Advanced Player Guide, Dark Archive, all the others there. There's Pathfinder Beginner Box, there's the Lost Omen settings as well, all of the modules for that. But what I want to do is I just want to introduce you to the ORC license. So the ORC license is Paizo's Open RPG Creative Content license. Introduced because of all of the changes or not changes and things that nearly happened to the OGL earlier in 2023. And Paizo are now releasing content under this new license that's not limited to Paizo. It's available through to anybody to use, and also kind of curated, and not curated, that's not the word, but also kind of ran by other people other than Paizo. So although Paizo kind of triggered it and got it together, it's a complete creative RPG license. It's very, very similar to the OGL in a lot of respects. It doesn't have an SRD, but it's very similar to the OGL, whereas it allows certain material to be released and used by other people. Essentially, this is the kind of graphical or kind of prose related information from a product. So if I just have a look at the Pathfinder 2 ORC here, you'll see, the player is the one I want to have a look at. So you'll see ancestries. You've got all of your ancestries there. You've got all of your armor. If I look at heritages, you've got all of your heritages all in there. You've got a reference manual, but basically this doesn't have the reference manual because all of that text is not released under the ORC. Certainly the graphics and everything else. You do have a conversion note here telling you about how to use this, and it does say that if you want the full reference manual, text, graphics, and everything else, go to the full player core product. But if you just want the data, you don't want all of that, you don't need to buy a product. We're now providing you with all of that data as part of your Fantasy Grounds license. This is available to you as standard. The GM core, similarly, so you have the afflictions that are available there, all of the magic items that are available in the GM core, 16 pages of them all through there. We do have, I want to have a look at an example, a healing potion. So we do have the all of the actions coded in and the how to use. This is exactly the same data that you'd get in the full product, but you don't get the graphics and the tokens and the portraits and everything else. So if you just want to use this with the base data, you absolutely can. Not a problem. And then, as you're playing, if at some point in the future you go, okay, I've picked up the player core, you can just load that up. There's a lot of data that it's loading up. Maybe unload the ORC because you don't need that data anymore. It would just be complete duplication of information. And then if we go into the the actual reference manual, we can see that we've got all of the information and all of the graphics within here. You've got exactly the same data. You've got the same, but it's kind of easily accessible and a bit more easy to perhaps reference it than go into the Druid class here, kind of expanding that out and getting the data from there. We do plan to release other ORC modules along the core rulebook route. We're currently not planning on doing it for the settings, but that depends on exactly what kind of products and settings are going to be brought out for the remastered line. I'm not too sure what that's going to entail yet. But certainly, for the main kind of data that's available to play, we are planning on producing it as an ORC that you get for free with part of your Pathfinder license. Yeah, thanks very much for watching.